again, YouTube, it's a kind of early in the day video. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. So, I'm pretty much dicking around, not going to Rocks again tonight. Even though I said I was going to tonight when I didn't do it yesterday. I don't know. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing or not. I don't know. Part of me is like, well, if it's in my head, then maybe I should just do it and get it over with and see what happens. I'm not anxious about going as much as I'm like, I don't want to go and I'm anxious about if I don't go. Does, does that make sense? Like, it's not even that I really have a real desire to be there, but I'm afraid that if I don't do it, that I'll miss out on something. That there's something that I'm supposed to do there, and then if I don't do it, like I'll miss out and then I'll never be what I want to be. And I don't know how to shake this fear and this feeling and this pain that I have at the moment. And what I want to do is I want to bury it, but I know I can't do that, or that I shouldn't. I shouldn't say that I can't, but I shouldn't do that. And I say I want to, but I don't really want to. I just that's kind of, it's not even my first instinct. It's just like, well, that seems like the normal thing to do, the normal, quote unquote, normal thing to do. Um, I guess it's what most people would do in this situation. They would try to numb this feeling with something, TV or food or whatever. Um, well, maybe I shouldn't say most people have those particular vices. Those are probably my vices. Um, but I don't feel like doing that. I just feel like studying, like doing my Robbins Madonna's training, and kind of just doing that and seeing what that does. Um, I don't know. Maybe that's the new addiction training. I don't know. Um, I don't know. I and I just don't know. That's all I wish I knew. I wish I knew. I just wish I knew. I wish I understood what I'm feeling. I wish I understood why I feel it. I wish I I wish I got it. I wish it made sense to me. I wish I could just be like, okay, here's what it is. Do it. Be done with it, and it'd be done. And maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't. I don't know. I just don't know. I got nothing. I don't feel like this is a good start to a week. Last week seems so, I don't know, I seemed so free last week. I seemed so open last week. And maybe because I did go to Rocks last weekend and I wasn't fearful about it. But that's the thing, I wasn't even like, I don't know. It's just like, I don't know, maybe because last week I didn't know what I was, like last week it was just like, all right, I know this thing is here and I didn't know where I was going to park. I didn't know what I was going to do. I just went and did it. And this week, I'm like, well, I don't want to park and I don't want it's really late at night and God, I'm going to be here till like 7 or 8 o'clock and I got to go to work tomorrow. And, I didn't really think about any of that stuff last week. But it happened that I just kind of got there pretty early last week. So it kind of didn't matter. I'm just, I'm so terrified right now that I'm making the wrong choice. I've just got like this, like a physical, like tightness in my body. and a physical angst about this. And I can't tell whether it's, I don't know if it's the angst of me sitting at my house, or if it's the angst of like, of being there. Or, I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm so upset, and I'm so angry, and I'm just so frustrated. I'm not, I'm not sad at all. I'm not upset. Like last night, I wasn't upset at all. I wasn't. There was no sadness. There was no pain. It was just I went to the gym. I felt my heart space. I didn't even, like. There was no sense of like. There was no sense of wrong. It was just like. Well, I guess because it was like I was putting it off to tomorrow, so maybe I don't. I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling, and I don't understand this, and I there's a part of me that just wants to go and hope that going will just relieve the pain. But then there's this other part of me that's like, what if you just felt this pain? What if you just felt the angst of misunderstanding, of not getting it, of not feeling it, of not knowing what's happening, of not understanding yourself, of not just not getting it? What if you just lived in that for a week? Ooh. Oh. Oh. I'm just imagining people like watching me like, okay, this is this guy gonna just breathe the whole fucking video? Like, oh my god. I feel like I just put on like an act over the last 7 minutes. 7 minutes? Jesus Christ, Jason Ross. Ah, oh. And maybe I was. Maybe I was just act like that was my brain needed to act that out. I don't know. I feel very free about it now, and I don't feel like going rocks at all. I think I think I had a second breakthrough. um. So what if I just forget about that for a while? Maybe that is just in my head. Maybe going to the gay bar is just in my head for now. Well, I guess I don't know. Like my brain keeps saying like right now I can't even tell if I'm in my heart or my head. All I'm thinking about, and I guess that's the answers I'm thinking about is, well, if you don't go to rocks, where are you gonna go? Because you got to get out of yourself. You gotta connect to other people. You understand that you need connection in your life because you basically have no friends and nobody in your life that you can be 100% yourself with, or that you feel you can be 100% yourself. Of course, you can be 100% yourself with anybody, truthfully, but there's not a lot of people in your life, and maybe that's just the trick of it in general is not trying to find necessarily new people in my life, but starting sort of with the people that are already in my life that aren't necessarily, in other words, starting with those acquaintance folks that aren't necessarily my bosom buddies and best friends, but if I'm open and honest with those people, maybe some of them will become bosom buddies, best friends, or maybe they won't. And but at least I'll have been comfortable. That feels right. It doesn't feel logical, and I feel a lot of guilt, and I love that. I love that I'm feeling a lot of guilt about not doing more. You know, I'm realizing now that it's that feeling is a lot like what I felt like when I was first going back into the gym a couple weeks ago. And I've always wanted to be a bodybuilder. I wanted to be a bodybuilder since I was 10 years old. I wanted to be big and massively muscular, like legit mass monster bodybuilder. and I struggled trying to do it, and I never did it, and I mean, I got bigger than I was, but I was always overweight, and I was always never like in the right shape, or and now I built over the last couple of years. I built a bunch of muscle imbalances and tightness in my hips and shoulders, which actually in the last 2 weeks have like that that tightness and the imbalances have improved dramatically over the last 2 weeks. And I think part of it is because, I've said in my previous videos, like the gym is my heart space, and I start treating it like my heart space instead of focusing all on the okay, how many times do I work this muscle a week, and okay, I'm eating this food and blah blah blah, and just stay in my heart and just be like, okay, what am I gonna do today? Well, I don't know what I'm gonna do today. I'm just gonna go to the gym and fucking wing it, and that's basically what I've been doing in the gym is just winging it every time I go in and just saying, well, all right, today I'm gonna do chest or today I'm gonna do legs or whatever, and just do whatever. And I don't even like I'm not doing nearly as intense a workout as I feel. And when I say I feel, what I think really that I think I should, because my head says, well, you need to do like a 5 day split and do like arms one day and legs another day and chest the third day and like all these different things that you're supposed to quote unquote supposed to do when you're bodybuilding. And okay, you got to change your diet to this, that, or the other. And I mean, literally, I've been eating fast food literally every day for the last 2 weeks. So I don't know how true all that is. And my body has improved pretty dramatically. Um, I'm not gonna say I went from fat to ripped in 2 weeks. Like that's a bullshit, right? But but my posture's improved. I can definitely tell my strength's increased. Um, so I feel like I'm good in a way. Um, and because of that feeling, I think I can apply some of that same type of feeling toward building myself up in terms of my relationships, because I think my brain works in that type of very regimented, okay, exercise this many times a day. So I kind of have to talk to my ego in that way. So I think if I talk to my ego in the same way I talk to my ego about going to the gym, with let me start over. I think if I talk to my ego and say, just take it one step at a time. Just take the few things that you can do, the few people that you do have in your life, and start being open and honest with those people, and 100% honest and 100%, you know, yourself with those people, and let them see you. And then, you know, not necessarily when you're ready, but just realize that it'll be really obvious when it's time to move forward to do more, right? It won't be this struggle of like, oh, should I do it or shouldn't I do it, or am I gonna? Oh my God, do I absolutely need to start now? Or oh my God, excuse me. Um, but it's gonna be really really obvious. Like I don't feel like changing my diet right now, but I know it's going to change. And actually, truthfully, it has changed somewhat because I started eating. I used to skip lunch at work, which is a horrible thing to do. Like horrible on multiple counts because I actually work 8 to 5, but I only get paid for 8 hours, so they take an hour out of my check for lunch every day. Uh, yeah, right. Um, but I'm not taking lunches, so basically I'm getting screwed out of an hour of like I'm working for an extra hour and getting screwed out of it every day. And I just was like, okay, this is what I do. Well, I guess I chalked it up to like I would kind of be dicking around sometimes, right? I'd stop and I'd chit chat with people or whatever, and so I was like, well, I can make up for it in that time. The time that I'm chit chatting and bullshitting that was my lunch, even though it was just me thinking I had to do everything for everybody at work and I had to run everything and I had to be the guy, and now I'm just like, you know what? I don't even want to be there 100% anyway. No, minus that 100% part. I don't want to be there. It's not my heart space whatsoever, and it's definitely not what I want to be doing. Um, I'm just not. I guess I'm not ready to quit. um, but yeah, I guess that's a pretty pervasive theme in my life in general right now. Is that there's a lot of things that I want to grow at, especially relationships, and obviously I want my body to grow, my muscles to grow specifically. Um, but I think right now at the space that I'm in, I just need to. I need to. I need to just fucking chillax first. Fucking relax. Stop getting all angsty. Relax, and then the next thing I need to do is just take little teeny tiny little steps of just like that don't even feel like steps, because the more it feels like a step, the more it feels like though it's pressure and I have to do it, and it's a must, and it's a, oh my god, if I don't do this I'm gonna I suck and I'm the worst, you know what I mean? But if it's like a little thing where it's like, okay, I can do that, and it doesn't feel like a pressure, and it doesn't feel like a, oh my god, what if I didn't, oh my god, I didn't do that, oh god, what, it just feels like, okay, today I'm gonna do this, tomorrow I'm gonna do that, today I'm gonna do that, tomorrow, and just go from there. So, and not even, I don't even like to think ahead to tomorrow. Like, I have my Lego partner Michaela. She's amazing, and like she very much is more of the, like, she has to have like a, just a day in advance for her, like, to help her stay organized. And I told her, I was like, I can't, like, I have to go like at least a year in advance, or maybe like I could do 6 months or even 1 month, but like more, like less than a month or even a week maybe. I could probably go a week. I could probably do a week, maybe. But a day is like, it's just too, it's just so much pressure for my brain. Like, it's like I feel like if I don't get everything done, I freak out, and it's like it's the end of the world. And I get on that crazy eight of like, oh my god, how could I not have done everything? I'm failing myself. I'm failing my life. I'm failing. You know what I mean? But if I have like a year in advance and I say, okay, I'm gonna do these things, or not so much that I'm going to do, but if I'm feeling like, okay, I already did a bunch of stuff, like I don't have to worry about necessarily like the nitty gritty of how I got to the big step. Like, one of my things in my Caligo for the year is like I gained 20 pounds of muscle, and I don't necessarily have to think about, okay, how do I gain 20 pounds of muscle and take the step by step actions. It's just, well, now I just have to live in my heart and understand that my heart is going to lead me on that path, and that 20 pounds is going to be there at the end of the year. Do you know what I mean? And I don't have to worry about another thing. Like, I said a month, and I said, well, um, right now I'm working out at least 20 minutes a day. I've been trying, like, get my body moving at least 20 minutes a day. Um, so I said I'm gonna move at least 20 minutes a day, at least, right? But I wanted to, after a month, and this was a month after EOL, which is now 2 weeks ago. I said I'm gonna be doing an hour, and I'm thinking about it literally at this moment on July 16th. I can't see the clock here, and I don't. I'm not wearing my glasses because you guys know about my glare on my glasses. If you're watching my YouTube channel, you'll see my glare on my glasses, and you see all the glare. Because I got TV screens and the screens and lights, and my room is not very well organized. Uh, so today is the 17th. I think I said the 16th before, but today's the 17th, the Sunday the 17th. It's Father's Day. Happy Father's Day, Dad. Love you. I just called him, actually. I was just on the phone with him before I got on this video. Um, um, I completely forgot what I was talking about. Holy crap. That's hilarious. I got sidetracked with my glasses stuff. Oh man. Uh, this is the time when I wish I had like a YouTube partner next to me, like, you were talking about this. Um, this is ridiculous. All right. I guess I don't know if I'm gonna remember what I was saying. Um, all right. Let's see if I can vamp for a couple minutes. Let's see how long I can vamp before I remember. This is fun. Uh, okay, you can sign off the video now. If you're up, like, if you're watching up to this point and you're like, all right, I'm not gonna watch this guy vamp for 30 minutes. 30 minutes. All right, that's fine. Um, this is when I wish I was like in a live video and somebody be like, "Oh, you were talking about this." Uh, I love that I don't remember this. This is great. This is actually like really great. I'm loving this. I'm not kidding. Um, oh, ha! I did remember. I did it. I did it. I did it. No. Um, um, so I was saying that I'm finding this pervasive theme throughout my life of how I basically just need to take things slowly and step by step and just follow my heart and everything, which I've said before, but now I think with when it comes to connection with other people with relationships, I think it has a different meaning than it did last week when I said it. I know that seems weird to say, but um, I think I still was in my head about connection last week and even yesterday and even 20 minutes ago now. That I felt like I had to do something. I have to do. I have to go and I have to do. I have to go out and I have to talk and I have to be and I have to go out and do a bunch of stuff. And now I'm just like, fuck all that shit. Like I just and I feel like I feel the answer back that I'm hearing from my ego. My ego is telling me the same thing it told me when I said the same thing about going to the gym and only doing 20 minutes or only literally yesterday I went to the gym and I did like a couple yoga poses in the gym, and that was only because I had to go out anyway because I didn't have any food in the house because I'm that guy that again, like I eat fast food all the time. So I'm that guy. um, so I had to go out and I went to Moe's like I said in my video yesterday. So I had to go out anyway. So I was like, well, I'll just go to the gym and do yoga there, and I did yoga, and then I went on the treadmill and I walked on the treadmill for 15 minutes. I didn't even run on the treadmill because, like I told you guys, I had tightness in my hips and my ankles. So there's actually like some gait issues that I've been not working on directly, but have actually improved just from the training. But little I've been doing. But I think the fact that it's a relatively small amount, that it's relatively lightweight, that it's like that it's I don't want to say it's easy for my body, but because it is a challenge, but it's not the type of challenge that that really heavy weights would have been. It would have been a challenge that was too much, and I would have in I would have failed no matter what. Essentially, I would have just failed myself because I was just biting off too. I was biting off more than I could chew. Um, and I guess maybe in a way that's what going to rocks was for me, is like biting off more than I could chew. But I don't feel that way though either. Like it doesn't feel like it's like more than what I could do. It just doesn't feel like it's just even thinking about going, I get so tight in my body. Like my body's just like no, no, no. Like I don't get any peace about it. I don't like my body is just not feeling it, and I can't. I don't know what that like. It feels like fear, and it is fear, but it's like, and I'm loving the fear, but it's just I don't know what it's a fear of. I can't tell if it's a fear of going or it's a fear of staying. Like I can't tell because both have their like there's both fear, like there's what am I saying? Like there's fear stories about both things. There's fear stories of if I stay at home, then I'll never make friends, and now I'm gonna have to be a loner forever. And why you might as well just go back and do all the other bullshit you used to do. And then it's like the fear story of like, well, if I go there, well, I'm not gonna do anything anyway, so I'm like it's a waste of time. Fear story, like well, actually, that one's not doesn't seem that bad. This one seems like more of a big deal. I don't know, which makes me think this is actually the where I need to be, is just kind of chilling at home right now. Not because I'm afraid that I'll go back into my old story, but but yeah, actually, that is why, because I'm afraid I'll go back into my old story. Like that scares me, but it doesn't. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, now I'm back to I don't know. I don't understand. I don't understand any of this. I just said this 2 minutes ago. Say this is the crazy eight. I don't even understand what's happening. I have no idea what roller coaster ride I'm on. I don't know how to get off, and I'm freaking out. All right. I guess I'm just gonna chill at home and see what happens. That's all I can do, and just continue to love myself and love myself through whatever the fuck this is. I have no idea. I've never had this experience before in my life. Maybe I have and I don't remember. I don't recall ever having an experience of this much angst in my body and this much just like, and I'm not even in the situation where I'm thinking there's this fear, or like I said, maybe this is the situation. Maybe the situation is I'm right in saying that I'm not supposed to go, or that it's not even supposed to, or just I just don't even understand why there's this thing of like I'm supposed to do something. Like, why is that a thing? Like, why is there I'm supposed to do something? Why isn't there just I love to do something? Do you know what I mean? Like, right now, I love talking to people, and I feel like, why don't I just do it where I can? The same way I do with the gym. It's just like, do what I can where I'm able to do it. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to stop talking about rocks. Starting now. No, right. Look, my finger. Starting now. Um, Gosh, this video is really long. I hope somebody watches it. I'm actually gonna post this to Facebook too, to the EOL community, just to kind of follow up from yesterday's video. I don't know if I'm gonna keep putting videos on the community. I feel like maybe I'm going to. Okay. Maybe somebody will call me on my bullshit of copping out. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. All right, resolution summary of video. Jason doesn't know what he's doing. Jason doesn't know what's going on. Jason doesn't understand himself. Jason doesn't understand life in general. The end. Okay. Well, I love you. Good night.